Children, Vidhan Sabha is the first house of the Maharashtra Legislature and comprises of 288 members. In case there is inadequate representation of the Anglo-Indian community, the governor nominates one member from this community in the Vidhan Sabha. Some seats are reserved for the scheduled caste and scheduled tribes. Maharashtra is divided into territorial constituencies for the purpose of elections. One member is elected from each of the constituencies. Tenure of Vidhan Sabha is 5 years. However, in exceptional circumstances, elections can be held before the completion of 5 years. Any citizen residing in Maharashtra and who has completed 25 years of age can contest the election to the Vidhan Sabha. Children, Vidhan Sabha, it is the lower house. 288 members are there in Vidhan Sabha. For what is the eligibility criteria? One is you should be a citizen of India. You should complete 25 years of the age, and you should be also the resident of Maharashtra. Children, here the member is directly elected by people. Some seats are reserved for the scheduled caste and scheduled tribes, and the governor nominates one member of Anglo-Indian community if required. And the tenure of the Vidhan Sabha, that is 5 years. And the power, the office bearers, that is speaker and deputy speaker, elected by the MLAs, and the powers of the speakers, that is supervises over the functioning of Vidhan Sabha, prepares orders of business, conducts the proceedings in a disciplined manner, and can suspend members for misbehavior or misconduct. So, children, the proceedings of the Vidhan Sabha are carried out under the supervision and guidance of the Speaker. The elected members of the newly constituent Vidhan Sabha elect the Speaker and Deputy Speaker of the Vidhan Sabha from amongst themselves. The Speaker has many responsibilities which range from the power to prepare the order of business, to carry out the proceedings of the House in a disciplined manner, or to suspend members for misbehavior or misconduct. In absence of the Speaker, the responsibility is taken over by the Deputy Speaker. Maharashtra's legislature conduct minimum 3 sessions in a year. The budget session and monsoon session is conducted in Mumbai, while in winter session it is conducted in Nagpur. So children, today I have discussed about the state government. Already you have got an idea about the parliament, the union executive, and about the integrated judiciary system of our country. The state government, that in the federal system the government exists at two levels, and federal, that is the central government, works at the national level, and the state government works at the regional or state level. Children, you came to know that uh, really it is very difficult for our country to govern from a centralized place. Therefore, the Constitution has adopted a federal setup for India. It was decided to form the states on the basis of language, and accordingly, linguistic reorganization of states took place. In children, now we have 28 states and 9 union territories. Like the parliament at the central level, every state has its own legislature. The members of the state legislature are known as legislative members of legislative assembly or members of legislative council. Legislature of Maharashtra has two houses, Vidhan Sabha and Vidhan Parishad, or Legislative Assembly or Legislative Council. Vidhan Sabha, it is the first house of Maharashtra. Second is that 288 comprises of 288 members. In case there is inadequate representation of the Anglo-Indian community, the government nominates one member. Maharashtra is divided into territorial constituencies for the purpose for elections, and tenure of Vidhan Sabha is 5 years. In exceptional circumstances, election can be held before the completion of 5 years. And the proceedings of Vidhan Sabha is carried out under the supervision or the guidance of the Speaker. And Maharashtra's legislature conducts minimum 3 sessions in a year. The budget session and monsoon session is conducted in Mumbai, while the winter session is conducted in Nagpur. So, children, now you should go through the topic. The later part of the topic I will discuss in the next week. You should go through the topic, you should read your textbook, and it is very necessary to read your textbook because here you can get so many information which are really necessary for you to know about your state. Thank you. Have a nice day. Stay safe. Stay healthy.